We do have our big news event in 12 minutes, so it will happen right before we come back for our break. CPI, a bunch of different variations of CPI coming out at 8:30. That is what the markets are waiting for today. So I expect the whipsaw. We'll probably see a candle like this, where the market scrambles one way, then scrambles the other way, and then realizes that it doesn't care because we were told nothing new and just jacks up your charts. But you never know. So keep an eye on that. I'll put 13 minutes up on the clock as soon as I enter the word clock. There we go. As projected, we got our CPI wackiness. And again, you can see the whipsaw that is happening. We started off seeing some dollar strength, and now we've retraced all the way back up, and we're seeing some dollar weakness. And I want you to imagine yourself as a day trader, and you're in a trade and you're watching this, right? And this is the stuff that used to frustrate me, where let's say I was a day trader, I would be long for whatever reason here, right? News would come out. It would literally go down, stop me out. I'd be all upset, but okay. Then it would reverse and go long in my direction. And that was the stuff that bothered me, because I'm like, it ended up doing exactly what I thought it would do. But on the way there, it just shook me off and stopped me out before doing it. And that used to upset me. So again, that was the stuff that got me looking into, hey, like I need to understand news just so I can avoid this stuff, because mentally it was torture. But Paul's saying, this is the whipsaw. And what's more insane, Paul, is what you see a lot of. I don't want to just say newer traders, because I don't want to generalize everyone, but newer chasing the money traders. Because it's amazing to see how many times they will lose within this one candle. Meaning that they will see the market spike down initially. They'll get involved right here, because I don't know if you guys are watching it happen pretty quickly. They'll get involved short right here, trying to get a quick buck, right? And they'll get slipped a little bit, so they think they're getting involved right here, and then all of a sudden they get involved down here. And the market gives them a little bit of winnings, and then what you just saw, it reverses back up, right? They get excited, they're doing the happy dance, right? Money time, baby. And then the market comes back up here, and all of a sudden they're in the red, right? So eventually price gets to a point where it hits their kind of extreme discomfort zone. And what happens when you're in the red, you're losing and you get discomfort and you're feeling pain? What is a way to get out of that pain? If you're in a trade short, well, you get out of it and you stop yourself out, right? So you stop yourself out right here, you take your loss. But remember, we're talking about newer, money-hungry, greedy traders. So you don't just take a loss, but what do you do after you take your loss? You want to make it back. Yeah, I got to make it back, right? This was the whipsaw. This was Akil. This is what Akil was talking about, where institutions will push it one way so that they can go another way, right? So in order to make it back quick, right, just like in the casinos, right, they double down, but in a different way. Instead of doubling down on the short, they get long in hopes of making it back, right? It would be doubling down in the casino where you put more money on the bet to try to make it back. But yeah, you go long, okay, I was clearly wrong on the first opportunity. This is a long trade. I'm going to go long. I'll make up for what I lost, right? You see that little spike. Once again, they get excited. And then as we just saw, because we've been watching this live, then it goes back down and they're like, oh, crap. And now they're losing again. And hopefully this is the point where they just like shut down their computer and chalk it. But some people repeat this cycle again and again and again. And then unfortunately, they try to do it with even more money, right? So you lost 1 unit on the first short. Well, let's get 2 units long on the long so I can make it back. Oh, crap, I lost the long. Now I lost 2 units, 3 units total. All right, let me sell 3 units again. And now you can see what is the market doing again? Well, now the market's going back up. And it's like, it's crazy. It's crazy to watch live, but it's crazier when you think about what some traders are actually doing. Now, you may be asking yourself, right? Well, why don't I hear more about this? Well, remember, social media is a highlight reel, right? Social media isn't reality. So Is anyone going to go on social media and be like, hey guys, Keel Stokes here. Let me show you how I just lost 3 times in 2 minutes. Yeah, right? No one's doing that, right? What you will see is the opposite. You'll see the guy that somehow, yeah guys, so let me tell you how I traded CPI today. I hit the short and then got out the short right before it reversed at the bottom. Then I hit the long and made a second buck back. And then I got short the long and made it back again. I just had 3 wins in 3 minutes. Buy my course. Subscribe to my Telegram. Right? That's what you see, which is completely unrealistic. But it's unfortunate because this is what actually happens, especially if you're a day trader watching on the lower time frames. This is what you need to be aware of. This is why we spent the first 5 minutes of today's session talking about the news, understanding the news, not from the perspective of like, hey, you need to be a fundamental trader, but what did I say? For protection. You just need to know enough to either, 1, be dangerous if you're shooting for home run trades, right? Or 2, not be at danger. So knowing what news events will potentially rock the market. And I'm not talking about like small little moves that happens. I'm talking about big ones that will rock the market. And just saying to yourself, hey, I'm a trader. I'm here to extract an edge. I'm not here to gamble. In these times, this is more of a gamble because there's no rationale behind any of this. It's the fear and greed that you guys talked about. So 15 minutes before, sit my butt on the bench. 15 minutes after, I can reevaluate and get back in. Phil says, I have learned a lesson today. Thanks. No problem. Paul said, no problem, Paul. That'll be $500.